everyone, and welcome to another guest expert call here on the Solve Network. My name is Shane, and I will be your host, along with my co-founder, Ben. Tonight's guest expert is Kelsey Wiebe, who is going to be talking about you don't get what you want, you get who you are. And I'm really excited to welcome her back. She's actually a repeat expert on our network here. And last time she talked a lot about how to kind of deal with some of the issues that people have around food. And I think we're going to go a lot deeper tonight. So I'm excited to welcome her back and hand it off to her for a presentation. If you're listening to this later and you'd like to join us so that you can join in the discussion, which we have after the presentation, just get a hold of us at the Solve Network and we'll make sure that you're on the next call. It's a really great opportunity for you to connect with someone you may not otherwise have been able to, but also it gives you a chance to get your questions answered one-to-one from the speaker. So without further ado, I'm gonna hand it off to Kelsey. Take it away.
Ooh. All right, well, come on in here. Thank you so much for that lovely introduction, Shane. Excited to be back here with everybody. Let's see, and I'm just going to, get it back. Hold on real quick, just try and. All right, guys, so welcome. So in today's presentation, I titled it, You Don't Get What You Want, You Get Who You Are. And basically, I wanted to introduce people to my three-step system on really shifting your identity. And because I'm a personal trainer and nutrition coach, helping you shift your identity so that you can create lasting change in your health and with your weight without feeling like you have to obsess over calories or points or net carbs or all of those things. And I'll kind of explain what I mean by what you want and who you are throughout this presentation. So this training is for anyone, well, anyone at all, but especially if you are someone who may want to lose weight or want to feel more in control with your weight or with your body. If you're sick and tired of feeling stuck in the on the wagon, off the wagon cycle, like a lot of us do, especially around the holidays, which is why I really wanted to come with this presentation now, just because so many of us tend to fall off the wagon in times like maybe when you're on vacation or during the holidays, because we have all these special foods around and we just kind of procrastinate and put off our health and getting back on the wagon or on track for the upcoming new year. And I want to hopefully with this training help you so that you can sustain good health throughout the holidays and still be able to enjoy all of the things. And lastly, this training is for you if you are ready for lasting change so that you can feel healthy, full of energy, and really confident in your own skin. And from here, what you're going to be learning today, we're definitely not going to be doing any quick fixes, nothing about fad diets. They really just don't exist and they're completely unsustainable. And part of the reason that we start feeling on and off the wagon over and over again. But today, I really want to talk to you about the 3 top mistakes that people keep making when they feel stuck in a diet binge or a diet overeat, or again, that on the wagon, off the wagon cycle. Why you're not getting lasting weight loss, or maybe you've lost the weight or regained it, or maybe you just can't seem to feel under control, or just if you're not feeling at your best, if you're not feeling very healthy or like you don't have sustainable energy, and what to do instead, what will get you to the healthiest and most confident version of you. And if you notice, my company is called Rediscover You. I'm not here to list out a whole bunch of external rules and follow this structured meal plan or this exercise routine. My goal is for you to really rediscover who you are and what the best version of you looks like. So on this training, I'm going to be giving you my step-by-step framework on how to forever feel in control of your weight, to feel in control of food without feeling like you have to obsessively track or do anything really kind of excessive. So just so you a little background on who I am. Again, my name is Kelsey Wiebe. I am a holistic life coach. I am a NASM certified personal trainer and a NASM certified nutrition coach. I am also a registered yoga instructor, and I have my bachelor's degree in biomedical science and chemistry. And I've had over 10 years of experience working in the health and fitness industry, and have since gone on to be the founder of Rediscover You, which is my online coaching program, helping people become the healthiest version of themselves. But it wasn't always like this. In my past, even though I was a professional and been an expert in this field for a long, long time, I really struggled. I struggled for nearly 18 years with disordered eating, anywhere from anorexia as a teenager, and then really struggling with binge eating and bulimia as an adult, and just couldn't seem to understand, like, even though I knew all the things, like I knew what I should do, but for some reason I couldn't seem to actually do it. And so while I loved exercise, I could never seem to get control of my nutrition. And it ended up being that I would obsess over eating the right or cleanest foods. I was trying to always always be really restrictive, really clean with my diet, and really try and cut the calories where I could. But then when I was alone, or especially when I was stressed, I would binge, and it was really embarrassing. I felt like a complete hypocrite. I felt really alone. And in all honesty, I felt really broken. Like I felt that there was just something wrong with me. I didn't know why I had this obsession, preoccupation with food. And really a lot of it now I realize is I based so much of my self-worth on how I looked, that I felt that if I wasn't a certain size or didn't look a certain way, that I wasn't worthy of love. I no longer feel this way, but this really was an issue for me. And so now I want to kind of talk to you about some of the issues that we have as far as like mistakes that you may be making, if you feel that you can resonate with that story. So mistake number one that I see a lot of people do, especially when they think that they need to quote unquote be healthy, is they need to do this all or nothing. They need to be perfect, or there's no point, right? They need to go out and run every single day, or do an hour workout every, 5 days a week, or they're like stuck in a life of Tupperware with like chicken and broccoli for the rest of their life. And unfortunately what that does is, number one, if you think that that's the only way to be healthy, you're going to completely procrastinate. You're going to put off any effort to actually get healthy, any effort to actually improve your health, because if you're not doing it all the things, then what's the point? It's also completely unsustainable. And so if there's something unsustainable, if you're doing a diet such as like completely cutting out sugar, or trying to replace every meal with a meal shake, or trying to do a juice cleanse, or anything that you cannot sustain for the next 6 months, year, 10 years, then there really is, it's unsustainable. And it's just, what's going to end up happening is you're going to feel like a failure. And unfortunately, when we feel like a failure, let's see if can we click? There we go. It leads to a lot of self-sabotage, right? I kind of put this as far as like, if you have a flat tire, instead of getting out and fixing the flat tire because you maybe slipped up or caved in or whatever it is, you feel like a failure. So you get out of the car and you take a knife and you slash the other 3 tires. It makes no sense, but for some reason we just have this mindset that like, I messed up, I failed, I am just going to continue to fail or whatever, or just I'm going to eat everything now, and then I'll start over tomorrow, or I'll start over on Monday, or for the holidays, I'll just start over in 2021, right? Again, this makes no sense.